Hello everybody, Neck of the Woods. And in this video, I'm just gonna give some advice to the men out there that is dealing with the situation of child support and what you need to do to reverse your situation into a better deal for yourself. Before I get started, let me just state that at this current time, I don't have any kids. As far as I know, I've never impregnated a woman, to my knowledge. I've never been married. So, I'm currently not married, nor am I looking to be married anytime soon. And also, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. Even though there was a time earlier in my life that I was interested in becoming a lawyer. I do have a college degree, majored in psychology. I graduated 10 years ago. I'm not working in my field. That's another topic of discussion. But I'm just telling you a little bit about myself as to why I know about the child support problems that men are going through. And how I know is because, I personally think child support is a misguided attempt to get men to be responsible for their children. If you really want to check it, a lot of men are responsible. Most men, I believe, are responsible and decent individuals, and they actually do love and care for their children, and they don't need to be forced to pay child support by the government. I believe child support is a weapon, a tool used by women who happen to have children by the men who impregnated them, and it's their way of controlling a man, destroying a man, or just flat out benefiting and taking advantage and exploiting the man. Either way, to their benefit, the woman's benefit, that is. Also, how I know about this is because I have a lot of friends who we all were basically the so-called nice guys. That's who I rode with. I rode with so-called nice guys, decent individuals, men who did the right thing, the so-called betas. I was definitely groomed to be a beta myself until I came across Tom Likas. And then I basically did a transformation on my whole mentality concerning women, which I knew something was going on. Something was wrong here. And I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew something was wrong. I never had that many girlfriends, but I've had girlfriends, I've had sex, I've had intercourse, of course. I just never impregnated any woman. But a lot of my friends have done so, and they are paying the price for doing it. And these guys that I'm talking about, they're not the t-shirt nigga who, if child support was for something, it should be the t-shirt niggas, the ones that are irresponsible, the ones who just go out and just dog out women and impregnate and create a lot of bastard children and whatnot. That's if anyone has to pay child support, it should be them. But this video is not for the t-shirt nigga. This is for the so-called beta. This is for the nice guy who got the woman he loved pregnant, and then she's now put him on child support. A lot of my friends were, they are on child support. They're paying the price for doing, quote unquote, the right thing. So here's what you should do. So you're ordered to pay child support according to the court. So you gotta follow through with that. Otherwise, you will go to jail and you will have a lot of punishment sent your way. So it is what it is. You go ahead, pay the child support. But while you are paying child support, make sure you document every single thing you do. Document, keep receipts of every item. If you have a son or a daughter, whichever one, whatever clothes you buy, any shoes you buy, any toys you buy for your son or daughter, keep a catalog and of all the receipts of everything you've bought for them. If you take your son or daughter out to eat, even if it's for McDonald's, I don't suggest you take them to McDonald's. Try to find something healthier to put in your child's body. But if you take them to McDonald's, that's your business. Please get a receipt on that. Also, even have it down to the point of you driving from, I would say, from your place of work, from where you live. Document how many miles it took you to drive, like from the time you finish your business from work or from where you live to where you pick up your son or daughter, and then wherever you take them, wherever it is, to school, to the doctor, to the store, to the park. Keep itemizing the mileage. And then also, of course, you calculate how much miles how much gas you burn for that. Keep that in mind. Document that as well. Also, you should also get you a booklet specifically for basically what you do on a day-to-day basis that involves your son or daughter. You need to pretty much have a diary. So you, at some later date, you could bring that to the judge, because you are going to go to court, from what I'm told, from what I understand. You are going to be in and out of court, basically proving yourself and proving your case that you are being a quote-unquote good father. You're doing what you're supposed to do, and you have to prove that in the eyes of the courtroom. You're doing this not because you have to do it or because you're told to do it. You're doing this to cover your behind. You need to eventually reverse the situation that you have, that your ex-wife or your ex-girlfriend or your baby mama put on you. You need to document all the days and all the time and what you've done, so it can show the amount of time you are spending with your child. You need to also prove that in the courtroom. If you haven't done so already, you need to petition yourself to become what is it called? Co-custody. You need to be a co-custodial parent. From what I'm told from one of my friends who is going through this, if you are co-custody, depending on the state or wherever you live, co-custody kind of, I think, wipes away you having to pay child support. You gotta look at the laws in your state and to make sure and to clarify if that's the case. But co-custody is a step in the right direction for you. You need to try to do that. But you can't just go to the court after you are ordered to pay child support and just be like, hey, Your Honor, I want to be co-custody of the parent. No, you haven't proven yourself yet. You need to, you got to pay the child support. And you got to, for a certain amount of time, try to just pay the child support, but always look for a way, look for a plan to get off of paying child support. So the next thing you should just petition yourself for co-custody. But in order to do that, you need to follow the instructions that I suggested, and that is, document everything, itemize everything, write in your diary of all the time you spent with your son or daughter, and then show that to the judge. You want to prove that you have spent a lot of time with your child. The more time you spend with your child, the better. And do not ever discuss your reasons for doing so, what I'm telling you, with the child's mother. You got to let her think that you're really trying to do the right thing. Don't let her get a clue or thought in her mind that you're trying to reverse the situation and get yourself out of this predicament, because that's what you're trying to do. You have to, I hate to say it, but this is how I look at it. You have to look at your children's mother as the enemy, because if she wasn't the enemy, she wouldn't have put you on child support. So get yourself on co-custody. And now this is really hard. You are going through a situation, you probably got to work 2 jobs. Do whatever you have to do. You have to provide something for yourself. You have to be able to, pay your child support and still live, of course. So you're going to have to work 2 jobs. You're going to miss a lot of sleep. You're going to do whatever you have to do. You just have to do it. Eventually, you're going to have to, your next step that you should have after you do co-custody is you have to try to prove that your children should be living with you, which that's very hard to do with the current laws in this country. The children is going to be with the mother. But what you have to do, and I'm suggesting this right here on YouTube right now in this video, you have to, number one, prepare yourself. From what I understand, you need to have your own apartment. Now, you're probably struggling because you gotta pay child support and whatnot. You probably have to have 2 roommates or 1 roommate or whatnot so you can live. I totally understand that. But you eventually need to have a situation where you somehow can afford a 2-bedroom, let's say. Not just a 1-bedroom. The 1-bedroom is for you. You need to have a minimum 2-bedroom apartment. I know that's going to be tough for you to support, even though it's just you and you probably separated from your children's mother, but you need to have that extra room for your children. And you can't have any roommates in your apartment, or at least not let the courthouse know so. Because then everyone, they're probably not gonna approve it for you. But then if they're probably gonna investigate your roommates and whatnot. That's a lengthy process. If you can do it, you try to have a 2-bedroom apartment for yourself. If you have roommates, make it clear to them that they cannot be around. It has to kind of look like you are the only one living in your apartment. And then you just sit back and wait on your children's mother to slip up with anything. Catch her being a negligent parent. Whatever you have to do, you need to, because we're all human, we all slip up sometime. You need to catch that bitch slipping up so you can use that against her. And then you take that to court, and then there you go. The judge will be like, okay, do you have your own apartment? Your answer will be, yes, Your Honor, I have a 2-bedroom. And then everyone will come in and investigate and look, and if everything's clear and good, then you don't pay child support, and then you have full custody of your kids. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'm out. Neck of the woods. I hope this was beneficial to you.